Welcome to the Calculus series. Today, we are diving into the physics concept of work, and specifically, how we use integration to calculate it when forces aren't constant. Let's start with the basics. In physics, if you push a box with a constant force, the work done is simply defined as that force multiplied by the distance traveled. It is a straightforward multiplication. If we graph this constant force against position, we get a flat, horizontal line. Notice that the work, which is force times distance, corresponds exactly to the area of the rectangle underneath this line. This connection between work and area is crucial. But real life is rarely that simple. What if the force changes? Think about stretching a spring. It gets harder to pull the further you stretch it. Or gravity, which gets weaker as you move away from Earth. In these cases, the force is not constant, so we cannot just multiply force times distance. To solve this, we use a strategy from calculus. We slice the total distance into tiny segments. For each tiny segment, the force doesn't change much, so we can pretend it is constant. We calculate the work for each small slice and add them all up. If we make those slices infinitely thin, our approximation becomes exact. The sum turns into a definite integral. Mathematically, work is defined as the integral of the force function from point A to point B. A classic example is Hooke's law for springs. It states that the force required to stretch a spring is proportional to the distance stretched. The formula is F equals K times X, where K is the stiffness of the spring. To find the work done in stretching a spring, we integrate K times X using the power rule for integration. This gives us 1/2 kx squared. Visually, this is just the area of the triangle formed by the force graph. So here is the summary. If force is constant, just multiply. If force is variable, remember that work is the area under the force curve, which we calculate using the integral of f of x.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.